Hello and greetings from the Canadian North. Well, believe it or not, I think today we're gonna close the hull of the ship, and for this to happen we need the upper deck, which is done. It was done 2 months ago, and this piece here, the C20, which will be painted in green field green, this one here. I'm gonna paint it by hand, and I'm gonna do it off camera. It's actually the last, one of the last, perhaps even the last one to be painted in green on this ship. All the rest in the superstructure will be painted either in a dark yellow or linoleum. Some of the decks in the conning tower and the bridge. I was browsing the instructions. I was looking to see about the handrails, the Photo-etch handrails that will have to add to the model in various phases. And a lot of these handrails, the instructions say to apply them on the plastic pieces quite late in the various steps of instructions. For example, you try to place this one, the Photo-etch D2, on the piece H22, which is quite a large upper deck or upper platform, or part of the bridge even. But the moment you try to apply this one on H22, the H22 is already fixed in position, and you have other stuff around it, and you already installed a lot of other pieces on H22, and now at the end you try to come with a Photo-etch. If you ask me, there is no way you could bend and model and make the Photo-etch to follow the perimeter of H22 while H22 is already installed on the ship. So what I think I will do, either I will have to bend and to prepare the Photo-etch before installing the H22, just after cutting H22 from the sprue, or making a copy of H22, a cardboard copy or something, and then later in the game I could start bending the D2 around the perimeter of that copy. I don't know if you follow me. It occurred to me it's very hard to install the Photo-etch handrails on plastic pieces when the plastic pieces are finally in place on the ship. And this is only one example. Another one, very difficult, I think, is this one, B22, on the deck, on the forward part of the deck, and its pair, I don't know which one, on the other side of the deck. D39 on H23, and so on. I've counted 13 cases, 13 difficult cases. There might be other ones, but they are small, and perhaps I would be able to install them after the plastic pieces are on the ship. But this is something to think about, to follow this list, to make copies of these plastic pieces, and to try to bend and to shape the photo etch around the perimeter of these pieces, of these copies. Yes, something interesting. Well, I did a dry run to try to match to try to put the upper deck in position. I usually do dry runs like this before filming, because as I said, I don't want you to witness all the nasty surprises and my hesitations and whatnot. So I want to show you a phase of the model that is quite mastered. So yeah, I do dry runs like this often. Now this is one of the biggest piece of the model, and of course I did a dry run, and it matches. Actually it matches very well on the hole, no problem. It will close nicely, but in doing so I realized these interior parts here, the interior sides here and here, they are visible because the deck is coming up to this line. This is the supporting line of the deck, so all this part here is visible, and I didn't paint it. Yeah, so I will have to paint it, and I'm gonna do that off camera, and then I will show the installation of the upper deck, and then we'll close with this small piece here, the C20, the aft part of the ship. Yes. Well, it took a bit of pressure to insert this piece here. It doesn't really match the edges here if you just place it by simple pushing like this. It took a bit of opening of these two sides and then pushing this piece inside. So yeah, and on the edges here I will need to come up with a bit of touch-up, the same color. But apart from this, this piece went quite well. You can see the edges match perfectly. It's just a question of knowing how to do it and how much to push without breaking. Very satisfied with this one too. Let's see about the deck. Oh wait, before installing the deck I have to paint these things inside. Yes. And this concludes the closing of the whole